Hallo ihr Lieben, herzlich willkommen jetzt zu meinem 10. Sundays at 7 Livestream-Konzert hier aus dem wunderschönen Wiesbaden. So hello everybody, welcome to my 10th Sundays at 7 Livestream Concert here from the beautiful Wiesbaden, from the sunny Wiesbaden. Ich freue mich sehr, dass ich diesmal einen Gast aus Tennessee eingeladen habe, und zwar den Ben van Winkle. So actually I invited a guest from Tennessee, Ben van Winkle, and I'm happy to meet him. Hello, Ben.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you, and thanks for having me.
So now you're joining us from you have to say it.
Yeah, I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee, which of course is in the U.S.
Okay, also genau, Ben ist zugeschaltet jetzt von Chattanooga in Tennessee. Ich kannte die Stadt selbst nicht. Vielleicht kennt die jemand von euch, dann könnt ihr es gerne mal in die Kommentare schreiben. Genau, und Ben ist nämlich eigentlich da, ihr seht schon, er hat nicht nur sein Cello mit dabei, oder hat es ein bisschen versteckt, seine Gitarre. Genau, er wird nämlich singen, Gitarre spielen und Cello und sogar noch Beatboxen. So actually, Ben is not only playing cello, he will also play guitar that is hidden, and he will also sing and beatbox. So we are very excited to hear your first song. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit from yourself before you start your song.
Sure, yeah, so a lot of this music is stuff that I wrote for a pretty big orchestra with flutes and clarinet and drums and strings, and I realized the way I compose a lot of this stuff is with my mouth noises. Like, so the drums usually come from beatboxes, like the, and then the flute comes from whistles, and then, you know, of course, all the other stuff, clarinets are humming. And so I can kind of do a decent job of looping it if I have a loop software. So that's what I'm going to do today. This first song is actually a piece that is a full orchestra piece that I've kind of figured out how to do a cover of in this format. And so today I'll just be playing it by myself.
Ah, that's so cool. Actually, genau, also Ben komponiert eigentlich seine meisten Stücke eigentlich für Orchester, und die ganzen Beatbox-Sachen, das ist dann Schlagzeug, und Flöte ist dann, wenn er pfeift. Und er hat jetzt seine Stücke, die eigentlich für Orchester waren, hat er jetzt umgewandelt in ein Solostück mit Live-Loops und mit allen möglichen Instrumenten. Und do you want to tell us the song, the name of the song?
Yeah, this one's called Daffodils. And I'll tell you, it's kind of about Echo and Narcissus, the Greek myth. And so daffodils is like the scientific name. Well, no, Narcissus is the scientific name for a daffodil. That's why I named it Daffodils. So should I go ahead and
I don't know the name of the.
Oh, yeah.
In German. It's a Greek myth. The one you said, the Daffodils?
Yeah. Echo and Narcissus, a Greek myth.
Okay, genau. Also es ist eine griechische Mythologie. Dieser geht über eine griechische Mythologie. Und ich habe den Namen kann ich jetzt nicht genau übersetzen, weil ich mich mit der griechischen Mythologie nicht so ganz beschäftigt habe. Ihr könnt es ja mal, wenn ihr das wisst, könnt es ja mal in die Kommentare schreiben. Also viel Spaß jetzt mit Ben. So enjoy Ben with Daffodils.
Thank you. I gathered up some daffodils. I found them in the lost and found. With joy and love my heart they fill. To their essence I am bound. You found a baby mockingbird. You brought her to the lost and found. Most precious thing I've ever heard. It's mimicking her every sound. Oh, and I'll reflect the way you move. only you imitate the way I sing. The mirror in the water is broken, and it's your echo that has set me free. And you take a lonely daffodil, you put the flower in your hair. My gaze remains a flower still, but your beauty is what breaks my stare. You give to me the mockingbird, I cradle little living thing. Often you don't say a word, but in this moment you can see. Oh, and I'll reflect the way you move if only you imitate the way I sing. The mirror in the water is broken, and it's your echo that has set me free. Return our cargo to the trees. Your voice with fervor now is filled. My eyes now opened, I can see. At cliffs that you burst in song, but there's no echo when you sing. By the pond you dance alone, but there's no image that I see. Oh, and I'll reflect the way you move if only you imitate the way I sing. The mirror in the water is broken, and it's your echo that has set me free. Oh, I'll reflect the way you move if only you imitate the way I sing. The mirror on your voice is broken, and it's your image that has set me free. Thank you, thank
Bravo. I like this song. It's gritty. It has such a powerful, happy message.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah,
I might not have
ending.
understood all the lyrics, but for me, it sounds.
It's really cryptic because obviously, well, Echo and Narcissus is like a sad story. Narcissus is stuck looking in the water forever, and Echo is stuck only repeating what other people say. And so this is like a happy ending of them like helping each other. I guess that's the idea.
Ah, okay. Genau, jetzt habe ich eigentlich auch diesen mythologischen Titel verstanden. Also es ist wahrscheinlich eben doch die Geschichte von Echo und Narzisst, eben das Echo, der muss sich immer, der wiederholt sich immer wieder und der Narzisst sieht sich immer wieder im Wasser, genau, oder schaut sich gerne im Wasser an und davon hat es gehandelt. So actually, Ben, where do you? I saw you doing a big like songwriting challenge. So is it where your songs are born?
A lot of them, yeah. The next 3 are songs that I wrote in a day, actually.
Wow.
So like what you were saying, I did a challenge in February where I had to write a song every day and publish it by the end of that day. So it was really, really good because it forces you to just finish it and make decisions. And even if you don't like it, you just do it anyways. And then later you usually find something that you like in it. So yeah, a lot of these are songs that I wrote with loops in this very room, just looping and improvising ideas.
Genau. Also eigentlich, genau, ich bin ja eigentlich auf Ben aufmerksam geworden, weil er so eine Challenge für sich selber aufgelegt hat, jeden Tag im Februar einen neuen Song zu schreiben und aufzunehmen und auch zu veröffentlichen. Und eben viele seiner Songs werden eben auch in diesem Prozess geboren und actually eigentlich hat er sogar auch die nächsten 3 Songs, glaube ich, in einem Tag quasi geschrieben und man muss halt damit leben, dass man irgendwas veröffentlicht und dass man halt auch irgendwie vielleicht Entscheidungen treffen muss, die man vielleicht nachher wieder revidiert. So how many of these challenges have you done by now?
I've done 4.
Wow.
The first one I did was 2018, and then I did 2020. And 2021 and 2022. So the last 3 years.
Wow.
And I completed it this year and last year. It was the first time I ever did 28 days, which was really hard. But
wow.
Yeah.
Also er hat tatsächlich schon 4 solche Challenges gemacht, wo er wirklich jeden Tag im Februar was veröffentlicht hat. Und er hat genau die letzten 2 Jahre, die hat er wirklich durchgehalten. Davor hat er gemeint, er hat es manchmal auch abgebrochen. So what is the next song that you're going to play about?
Well, it's kind of about this is one I wrote in a day, and I didn't really think too much when I wrote it, but I think a lot of the lyrics are just like meeting someone you knew really well for a second time after it's been a long time, and then reconnecting, and then realizing that nothing has really changed, but everything's really different as well because you've grown a lot. So that's what this song's about.
Mhm. Genau, also der nächste Song handelt davon, wenn man sich mit jemandem wieder trifft, den man lange jetzt nicht gesehen hat und man merkt, eigentlich ist alles genauso wie früher, aber andererseits eben auch alles komplett anders. So the song is Stay a While.
Stay a While, yes.
Genau, der Song heißt Bleib eine Weile. Stay a While. Please enjoy.
It's been a while since the last I saw you. Now it's time to reconnect our lives, and all this time nothing's changed, but somehow it's as though everything is different. Now I know why it's been so long, 'cause long ago you and I were so young. Now we know each other better. So I say, won't you stay a while? Just a little longer till tomorrow. There you are. I had thought I lost you, gone too far. In the past, we had a future, now we see that we had a past. All we know is each other, how we feel. So I say, Won't you stay a while? Just a little longer till tomorrow. There you are. I had thought I lost you, gone too far. Stay a while. Just a little longer till tomorrow. There you are. I had thought I lost you, gone too far. Stay a while. Just a little longer till tomorrow. There you are. I had thought I lost you, gone too far. Stay a while. Just a little longer till tomorrow. There you are.
Bravo, Ben.
Thank you.
I like all the textures of rhythmical things, with rhythmic grooves over each other.
Well, thank you. I'm glad because I'm sometimes worried that it's too much. That one is like just a lot.
Yeah, it's a little bit much, but it connects all together, and that's a great. Then sometimes you see it at the end how it connects to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how on the very beginning of that it starts with this like, and you hear it where this is the downbeat.
Yeah.
But then when the beatbox comes in, you realize it's the It's like.
Ja. Ja.
Anyways, I like that.
Ja, genau. Also ich habe gerade mich darüber unterhalten, dass ich diese rhythmischen Dinge so cool fand, die sich so alle ineinander verzahnen. Und er hat eben auch gesagt, ja, der Anfang, man hört das erst als Downbeat, also als schwere Zeit, und dann merkt man eigentlich, das war der Auftakt zum nächsten, wenn die Beatbox dazukommt. Actually, some people might not know that what you're holding in your hand now.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you want to just show a little bit what instrument this is.
So this is actually, it's a cello, but it's an electric cello, and it's the exact same string length as a cello. It just looks smaller because there's no body, and I have it on a stand so it stands up. And the other thing that's different about it is it has a low F string, so it has one more fifth lower than a usual cello does, which is nice because that brings me down almost to where a bass is, like an electric bass, because that's an E. So it's just a half step higher than that. So I basically have the same range as an electric bass now. And it also has a switch on it, so I can make it have the same tone as a bass or switch it to the cello tone. So that's really handy to be able to do that with one instrument.
You want to show us how it sounds, or how the S string sounds?
Yeah,
with the
so
bow
this is the cello tone, and then, or sorry, that's the bass tone, and then here's the cello tone. It's a little brighter and like not as sustained, and this one sounds better with the bow, I would say, like versus that one's like a little
bass?
flat sound. Yeah,
The second was the bass.
that's correct. Yeah. So
Okay. And the
this
F
one sounds-
string? How does the F string
yeah.
sound?
the F string, if you plug it with the bass sound, if you plug it with the cello sound.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little difference. And that's actually the third setting is sort of electric cello-y. So, but yeah, it's a cool instrument.
Genau, er hat uns gerade eben das Instrument erklärt, und zwar ist es genau ein E-Cello von NS Design, und es hat nämlich eigentlich eine tiefe F-Seite, und man kann sogar auch unterschiedlich einstellen, ob das jetzt nach Cello klingen soll oder ob es nach Bass klingen soll, und deswegen hat jetzt die verschiedenen Arten angespielt, und manchmal hat es mehr nach Bass geklungen und manchmal mehr nach elektrischem Cello. Und du loopst auch eigentlich alles live ein, ne? Du hast aber keine Loopstation, sondern du hast ein anderes Setup. So actually you're looping everything live, but you don't have a loopstation. You have another setup for your songs.
Yeah, so I'm using all software-based looping, so I don't actually have to hit buttons, but it is being live looped, so it's kind of programmed. And it's nice because I don't have the buttons, but it's also scary because, as you probably heard in the first song, there was a mistake I made that got looped for the rest of the song.
Yeah.
But
But
it's really cool.
This happens to loopers all over the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's a really nice piece of software because I don't have to hit buttons. I get to focus on playing.
Yeah. So, but you always take your computer with you, your laptop everywhere where you go. To have your setup is all in your computer.
That's the plan, but in fact, last night was my very first show with this setup, and so this is the second one.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna work like that, where I just take my computer and this setup, and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
Genau, nutzt eben keine Loopstation, sondern das geht bei ihm alles über eine Software in seinem Computer. Also er hat quasi noch MIDI-Pedale, aber die Software ist eigentlich am PC und er nimmt es halt jedes Mal, wenn er irgendwo Live-Looping macht, sein Laptop mit, wo alles quasi vorprogrammiert ist. Und wo er eigentlich, wo er für sich das Setup eingestellt hat, was funktioniert und was trotzdem noch live eingespielt ist, was man im ersten Song, hat er gemeint, vielleicht habt ihr es ja gehört, da gab es so einen kleinen Fehler drin, der dann bis zum Schluss dann trotzdem noch weiter geloopt wurde, weil das halt so live eingespielt wurde und weil man das live dann nicht mehr so schnell korrigieren kann. So you're going to play one song before I play another song of me?
Yeah, sure. I'll do one more, and then I'm really excited to hear you play it.
Thank you.
It's funny because we gave the whole intro on the cello. This next song is all guitar, and it's actually written by an artist named Saib, who's based in Germany. But it works really well with loops, and so I decided I wanted to cover it.
That's cool. Genau, also der nächste Song ist jetzt hauptsächlich an der Gitarre und der ist von einem deutschen Musiker geschrieben, Saib aus Berlin.
Oh, it's with a S.
In the beginning.
S-A-I-B.
Okay, I will change it.
Yeah, but very close.
Yeah, like this?
That's right, yep.
Okay.
So, this is one that if I mess up the first loop, I have to restart because it's bad, but here we go.
You will do it. All the best. Also, ich wünsche euch viel Spaß mit Tales of Afrika, einem Song von Saib und gecovert jetzt von Ben van Winkle. So cool.
Thank you.
Great. Matching my half African dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Is it another like rhythmical? It's not 4/4. It's another bar pattern. Is it? Or
No,
do you
that's 4/4. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's just an offbeat. Da-ba-dee. But yeah, I think it's 4/4.
Yeah, great. Great. I like it.
Thank you.
So thank you. So maybe I will now play a song of myself.
Yes, I'm
And-
excited to hear you play.
Thank you. Actually, tonight I will play 2 new songs that are only some days old. And I was on holidays like last week, and I wrote them in France, both of them. And the next one you're going to hear is, well, actually, I don't have a real name because it doesn't have a chorus, a real chorus. So it's just called Heaven is Right Now, because I think sometimes we only realize when we are older that actually we spend most of our time living on Earth doing things that don't make us really happy, like working all day and to just earn money to go retirement and then have free time. But when you're retired, you're maybe ill and can't do what you wanted. So
Yeah.
it's just a reminder to do all the things now, because heaven is right now, and now's
love
the
that.
only chance, now's the only time where you can live and where you can fulfill your dreams.
Yeah.
So this is Heaven is Right Now. So see you in a minute, Ben.
All right. See you in a second.
Genau, also Heaven is Right Now. Ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba Take the rainbow in your hand, follow it to wonderland, grab your chances, live your dream, no wish can be too extreme, and though you see the unicorn, by the miracles that dreamt and born, on its wings into the blue, you can make your dream come true. You have come from the stars in a blink. Life will pass, don't you know that it's heaven here right now? Take the rainbow in your hand, follow it to wonderland, grab your chances, live your dream, no wish can be too extreme, and do you see the unicorn, how the miracles are dreamt and born, on its wings into the blue, you can make your dream come true. Ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba da 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 da. Thank you.
That was amazing.
Thank you. I try.
So many. I was
So
gonna say
many
there's so many impressive things about what you just did.
Thank you.
I love the tone you're getting with your bow was so crisp and clear, and to be able to do that while singing is that's the hardest thing.
Thank you.
And then, how do you get your fifths were so in tune? Like I don't.
It's just. I think I play many fifths now that I changed to popular style because you have mostly fifths.
Yeah.
Because thirds are more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then your left hand pizzicato while you were bowing and singing.
Yeah.
That's
It
real
wasn't
coordination.
not always like like I wanted, but.
I don't know.
I try to reduce myself to only playing cello and not so many, because also before I did many looped things. But sometimes it's difficult because you have always to carry so many things, and then you're asked like in one venue where you don't have anything but a cello, and you're asked to play something, and then you think, oh, I have something, but it's only with a loop station.
Yes. Yes.
And then so I try to reduce myself more to more cello things. Yeah.
I know that exact same feeling. Because you get asked to play a song and you're like, oh, I can't do anything that I have practiced.
Yeah, but the great thing with the loop station is that you have always something in the back that it's like a band.
And some of the best things to play on the cello are like melodic solo lines where you just need the support of something else.
Yeah.
And so when you're by yourself, it's really nice to have loops to be able to provide the foundation.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the best thing is always to have a band or in the background that supports it.
Yeah.
You also have a ensemble with you.
Yeah. So whenever I do a big show, I'll hire basically a small orchestra called the Figment Chamber Ensemble. Mm-hmm. And that's my one album that's on Spotify, which anybody listening, y'all should definitely check it out.
Right.
It's that has all of the musicians with it, so like a big group.
I think you can just Google or on Spotify insert like Ben van Winkle, and then they will find your album and your music.
Yeah, probably.
Ja. Genau, wir haben uns gerade noch drüber unterhalten, wie es ist, eben alleine aufzutreten. Für mich ist es eigentlich eine Bereicherung. Mittlerweile versuche ich auch immer mehr Songs einfach ohne Loopstation zu machen, weil ich dann auch quasi freier bin. Ich kann nicht einfach das Cello irgendwo nehmen und dann spielen und brauche nicht noch überall die Loopstation da. Und das ist natürlich aber auch, wenn man mit Loops arbeitet, hat man immer auch was im Background. Also hat man auch immer mehr Layers als Möglichkeiten, die ich natürlich auch toll finde. Und es ist eine super Erfahrung beides. Und das Coolste ist aber auch, quasi mit einer eigenen Band aufzutreten. Und Ben hat eben auch ein Ensemble gegründet, das ihn ja auch unterstützt, wenn er auftritt. Und das heißt The Figment Ensemble. Und da gibt es auch auf Spotify gibt es auch ein ganzes Album von ihm, das man hören kann. Und do you also sell CDs, like physical CDs, or is it only digital?
I've got CDs and vinyl records. I've never shipped to Germany, but I'm sure I could.
Yeah, maybe you can check it out. If somebody wants to buy a CD, maybe you could also.
You can buy it on iTunes. Or whatever too,
great.
if you want to get the digital.
Ja, super. Genau, also man kann es auch auf iTunes finden oder eben auch direkt eine Mail an Ben schreiben, der schickt das bestimmt auch als CD nach Deutschland. So, what is your next song about, Ben?
Well, this next song I wrote during last year's writing challenge, and it's I didn't really write it about me, but it's about getting over an addiction. And I think, well, it sort of cheapens it, but honestly, I think I was writing this about a girl, but it's really sort of about substance, I think, like substance abuse and getting over an addiction. So I wrote it because I hoped that a lot of people could relate to it and think of it as like an anthem or like, song to sing when they're proud of the fact that they've given up a drug or something like that.
Ja.
So it's called I Don't Need It.
Genau, also der nächste Song handelt eigentlich quasi von der Abhängigkeit. Er hat eigentlich für eine Frau geschrieben, für eine ehemalige Beziehung geschrieben, aber es gilt natürlich eben auch für alle möglichen anderen Arten von Abhängigkeiten, von Drogen. Wenn man froh ist, quasi eine Droge abgelegt oder eine Tätigkeit abgelegt zu haben, wie eine Droge war. Also viel Spaß mit I Don't Need It, so have fun with I Don't Need It und Ben van Winkle.
Start my day, I'm feeling fine. I'm a dream and it's just in time. And I no longer need your faith to get me through the day. I'm living life in a new way. And I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. And I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I found my way, I made my choice. Along the way, reclaim my voice. Got back my time, got back my life. Got back my time and it's alright. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. And I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. It was tearing me apart. I couldn't help myself. I didn't have the nerve to start. I loved the way it felt. And I hear my past say, I sort of miss it. So I convinced myself I'm strong. It's not that hard to do. I could have done it all along, but I never wanted to. Now that I've done it, I feel so alive. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. And I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore.
Great. I love also the plucking and playing. How do you say? Bowing.
Oh yeah.
The plucking and bowing technique that you do.
Yeah, I was telling Mara yesterday, it's this thing you can do where you can pluck as you bow. You can pluck with your middle finger, and you can get a bass tone. So I've been really enjoying exploring that technique.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's always when you tell students not to touch here, and then you're doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, rules are meant to be broken.
Ja, genau. Er hat jetzt eben so eine Technik angewendet, wo er gleichzeitig oder nacheinander eigentlich zupft und pitzt, also mit seinem Mittelfinger pitzt und dann streicht. Zupfen und pitzen ist das Gleiche. Also er zupft und streicht danach.
Streichen?
Streichen. Streichen.
Does that mean bow?
Bowing, yes.
Oh.
Ja.
Streichen.
Streichen.
Ah. Streichen.
Yes, great.
Is it the action?
And you have some comments from Loop to Go, who says clap clap and bravo Ben.
Oh, so Loop to Go, that's the software I'm using.
Oh.
I'm sure that is the developer speaking.
Great. That's great.
Who is an amazing person developing a really cool piece of software.
Yeah. It sounds wonderful. Thank you for the software. Thank you for letting him, giving him the software that he can play now for us.
Yeah.
Genau, die Software Loop to Go ist übrigens diese Software, die Ben gerade benutzt für alle seine ganzen Live-Loops, der jetzt in den Kommentaren geschrieben hat und die eine sehr ausgetüftelte Software ist für alle Looper unter euch. You have one more song for us?
I've got one more, yes.
Yes.
And this last one I wrote before COVID started, and then I realized during COVID that it would be the perfect song for when COVID was over.
Great.
Which we'll never probably know what that means. But anyways, it's about being close to people, and it's kind of goofy and happy. And so I'm really excited to release this one in the very near future.
Great.
But it's called Scoot On Over.
I just translated. Genau, also der nächste Song heißt Scoot On Over und eigentlich hat Ben diesen Song vor Corona geschrieben und hat dann gemerkt, dass er eigentlich ein idealer Song ist für wenn Corona vorbei ist, einfach um wieder näher auszutauschen und beieinander zu sein. Scoot On Over. Viel Spaß jetzt mit dem letzten Song von Ben und Scoot On Over. So have fun with the last song from Ben and Scoot On Over.
We were fixing to go, but something kept us in our seats, like we were in the know of what was about to be. She said, "It's happening, this is a sight to see, so scoot on over next to me. Won't you scoot on over next to me? Won't you scoot on over next to me? Won't you scoot on over next to me? I want you in this memory. Life is better when you're next to me. I want your arms around me. So scoot on over next to me. Scoot on over next to me. I've got a hanker for your company, and it's helped up by the scenery. I want you in vicinity, I'm craving you right next to me. Let's watch this thing in proximity. This moment's perfect now, in each other's history. Mind and body, propinquity as one in contiguity. Oh, 'cause you scooted next to me. Scoot on over next to me. Won't you scoot on over next to me? Won't you scoot on over next to me? I want you in this memory. Life is better when you're close to me.
said, come on, let's go. It's fixing to be over. She said, you ought to know I love it when you're closer, but I'd like to be the crown, and it doesn't really matter, because we'll enjoy the now until everybody's scattered. Won't you scoot on over next to me? 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 I want you in this memory, 'cause life is better when you're close to me.
Such a happy song.
Yeah, it's a happy one.
I really like it. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us tonight, Ben. It was a wonderful concert with you. It was such a pleasure to have you and to listen to your music and to also get your vibes, put your positive vibes with us.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you so much. It's really impressive what you're doing, like all the multi-instrumental tasking. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much. Genau. Also
You're doing another song, right?
I do another song.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
Ja. Genau, ich habe Ben dafür gedankt und ich werde jetzt noch einen letzten, ja, vielleicht so einen kleinen Gute-Nacht-Song auch bringen, aber eigentlich ist er auch gedacht, ja, dafür manchmal suchen wir in anderen Menschen ja, Unterstützung oder jemanden, an dem wir unsere Probleme auslassen können, aber eigentlich sind wir diejenigen, die unsere Probleme eigentlich selber am besten lösen können und die eigentlich am besten für uns da sind, wenn wir uns unserem inneren Kind und unserer Selbstliebe widmen. Und deswegen ist eigentlich dieser Song geschrieben, You Are Complete. So the next song is actually about self-love and about the inner child, because sometimes we seek like consolation in other people, and other people might not understand us as well as we hope. So always we have to be our best friend and to help ourselves to solve our problems and to give us the self-love that we expect sometimes from others. So the song is You Are Complete, and it's actually written in the 7/4 bar, which is not complete. Genau, also eigentlich ist es sogar in einem 7/4-Takt geschrieben, der nicht wirklich als vollständig vielleicht zählen mag, aber ich fand das gerade spannend, diese Verschiebung mit reinzubringen. Also viel Spaß mit You Are Complete. Bye Ben, see you.
Gute Nacht.
I can see you, can embrace you, I will share my path with you, I will hold you and comfort you when the world breaks down on you. Let me take your hand, maybe I'll understand, I will rock you to sleep. For me you are complete. In the darkness is a shelter that will light the way for you. In the sunlight is a shelter that will spend its shade for you. Let me take your hand, maybe you'll understand. I will rock you to sleep. For me you are complete. Be the shelter, be the lantern, let the light ignite in you. Be the mother, be the father of the little child in you. And take your hand, 'cause you will understand. And take care when you're asleep, because you are complete. You're complete. You are complete. Dankeschön, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
love that. It's so beautiful.
Thank you so much. And I changed some lyrics. I said lantern. In the second verse it was first lantern and then shadow. But that happens with the lyrics when they are new.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I loved the 7/4. It didn't feel incomplete at all. I thought
Yeah, yeah.
it's so beautiful. I was trying to figure out what you were doing. It's like,
It's D major, and D and A string.
when you went to fourth position, you did like a,
Like the G, A, G, and B, A and B.
I love that ninth sound.
Yes. Yeah. I also love the ninth. Like
Oh yeah. You don't need to do anything. You just play it.
you just play open strings and how are they called? Flageolet in German.
Barred over.
No, how are they?
That the first song I played, Daffodils, is just that 3 times. So you do that on the C, G, D,
Yeah.
and then what A, E, D, B, and then F, C, G.
Yeah. So cool. So thank you so much for joining. Wir haben gerade so ein bisschen fachgesimpelt noch über diese Akkorde, über diese Flageolets und die Lernseiten. Genau, also vielen, vielen Dank, Ben, dass du da warst. So many thanks, Ben, for joining us tonight for this
Thank
show.
you. Danke schön, right? Or schön?
Yes, great. I wish you all the best, and hopefully we'll see you someday playing a concert in Germany.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before too long,
You
I'm gonna
have
come
to-
visit.
Yeah, that would be great.
What did you say? Stay a while, translated to a while, or
Bleib eine Weile.
bleib in Weile. So
Yeah.
I'll be back in not too long, not too much of a while.
Yeah.
Weile.
Great. So thank you, Ben, and thank you everybody for joining our little concert tonight. And I wish you a wonderful evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Und genau, ich wünsche euch noch einen wunderschönen Abend oder Nachmittag, wo auch immer ihr auf der Welt seid. Und danke euch, dass ihr dabei wart. Das nächste Livestream-Konzert wird dann am 19. Juni stattfinden, auch 19 Uhr ist der Sonntag. Und das wird diesmal mit dem hessischen Pianisten Dennis Korn sein. Wir haben auch zusammen eine Single released und wir werden auch noch weitere Musik zusammen releasen und wir werden gemeinsam diesen Abend dann gestalten. So the next show actually will be on the 19th of June together with a pianist Dennis Korn here from Germany, and actually we released a single together and we will release another single or music together or album together, and we will play the next show together. So thank you for joining us and see you next. Bye bye.
Thanks for
Ciao.
having me.